Let's talk supplements, the educational kind. Do you know when and how to use them? Do you know what's available out there? Do you know the difference between a curriculum and a supplement? Do you know why using a curriculum as a supplement is not effective? Then get out of here, because I'm about to tell you what you already know. If there's one word to describe supplemental materials, it's versatile. Tell me what you need and I have a supplement for that. I've put them into 4 functional categories. Number 1, a supplement can provide additional practice. This is often a workbook focusing on one topic, such as long division or spelling. You're not replacing your curriculum, just beefing up one particular skill. Test prep falls into this category as you can practice either math or ELA as needed. Workbooks are usually self-contained with answers in the back. If you notice a student rushing through their work and making careless mistakes, I recommend additional practice. It slows them down to work on one skill and builds proficiency. As those skills become automatic, those mistakes are naturally remedied. Math Mosaics and Kumon are 2 series that provide additional practice in a fun and interactive way. Number 2, critical thinking is further application of solid skills and can be added to your curriculum using a supplement. You may have a student who's quite good at basic arithmetic but struggles to apply his skills to word problems, or you could have a decent reader who needs to work on deeper analysis. Critical thinking is good for the student who's a fact learner. It pushes them beyond their comfort zone, which results in growth and development of their skill set. Math perplexers or 5-minute mysteries are an interesting way to expand their application. Number 3, parallel instruction is used when something just isn't clicking. A supplement can be used to provide a different explanation of a concept, maybe fractions or measurement, before you continue with your curriculum. A topical grade-level workbook can do this for you, like a Spectrum Math 5, for example. If your student is often forgetting something you've been over several times, that's a sign that an alternate explanation is called for. They're not picking up what you're putting down, and you need to show or explain it from another viewpoint. The Key 2 Math series and the Humongous books are both good for this. And number 4, supplements can also add a hands-on element, adding something tangible to communicate an abstract concept. It could be as simple as addition and subtraction, or a more complicated concept such as making decimals into fractions and percents. Manipulatives, science supplies and kits, models, and interactive charts can add a hands-on component. Hands-on is generally good for the younger set. Count out 3 red teddy bears and 4 blue ones, and then count to 7. Remove 2 and how many? Manipulatives are not just for math. Students can listen to themselves read with a tubaloo or use letter tiles for phonics and spelling. It can also be something like a graphic organizer to help a student plan an essay at any age. You're using the graphic organizer to supplement your writing curriculum. So what is the difference between a curriculum and a supplement? Where a curriculum is building year to year, includes teacher and student support, and often includes various parts that work together like a text or work text, a teacher guide or answer key, and assessments, a supplement is usually short and sweet. A supplement can be a workbook, a game, a visual aid. You might use a biography as a supplement to your history curriculum, or maybe just parts of a biography. You could pull out a science encyclopedia or an atlas to further investigate something interesting. These resources can also provide that parallel instruction I mentioned before. We often gravitate to additional resources quite naturally, but they can also be a fixer that makes your curriculum choices run more smoothly. You can meet a variety of learning styles by adding a supplement. You might have a math program that you mostly like, but you need to tweak it to suit your children's particular needs. Simply adding songs for an auditory learner, manipulatives for a hands-on student, videos or charts for a visual learner, and games for application and review can make for a better fit. When you have several students doing the same program because it's the practical thing to do, You can add something extra for a child who needs more. A supplement can enrich the program for that learner, providing the challenge they need to stay interested and engaged with the content. Supplements can often be done with little or no supervision. Instruction is in there and often very straightforward. With answers in the back, a student has immediate feedback too. These are not busy work activities, but actually moving your student forward. When they go back to the curriculum, they are that much stronger after practicing on their own. Students can make their own supplements too. Create vocabulary note cards and make a game for review. They can outline nouns in red, verbs in green, and adjectives in blue for extra grammar practice. Use note cards for math formulas, foreign language, history dates, and science words too. The act of making the cards is enriching their learning, and they're a study tool for later on. Games are good for any learner to apply and extend their knowledge. Dice games for math, word games for vocabulary, even fun family games require decision-making, counting, and social skills. Quiz games are great for review before an exam. Let your students create a game show. Versatile, right? So here's a question for you. Why do you suppose using a curriculum to supplement a curriculum is not the best idea ever? 3 things. It's expensive, clunky, and ineffective. Purchasing a curriculum is way more expensive than buying a workbook or game. You may try using only one component of a program, say a workbook, as a supplement, which is not practical because the curriculum relies on the parts working together. That workbook depends on the instruction in the text, for which you need the answer key. You get the idea. This is the clunky part. Never mind, the 2 programs can have different philosophies or instructional styles. With a curriculum, the parts make up the whole program. A missing part makes for an incomplete program. An answer key will be of no use without a text or workbook. With a supplement, that is the whole. They are self-contained and flexible. A parent may think that using 2 very different math programs will teach their child to think of math in 2 ways, when really, all it does is mix everything up. A more effective route would be adding a word problem supplement to a math program that's light in that area, or a written practice to a fast-paced math program. Doesn't that make more sense? It's literally easier on everyone to use a supplement for its intended purpose and a curriculum for its intended purpose than it is to mix it up. Alternately, using only supplements is not the best. Supplements are meant to fill in gaps and help your curriculum work better for you. They're not enough on their own. You will spend more time trying to beef up a supplement than you would spend money on an actual curriculum by the time you add more content, lesson plans, practice, assessments, and answers. Your time is valuable. Spend it wisely. There are thousands of supplements available at Rainbow Resource. Think about what your need is and choose accordingly. Additional practice, critical thinking, hands-on add-ons, or parallel instruction. If you have questions about supplementing your students' learning, contact our consultant team by phone, email, or online chat.